You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Could we rise again as a nation?
What do you mean, could we rise again as a nation?
Okay, because the state of the country.
What do you mean by the state of the country? I don't understand that. Explain me.
Right, the country have plenty money.
Plenty money?
Yeah.
How you know that? So you have to tell me I have a child. Tell me now. How you know that? Gentlemen, thank you for the day. I can't really understand that.
Oh mama, oh yo, my nation is giving prophecy unfolding, judgment in morning. I love you still, mommy. When will it end? Tell me, how did we come this way? Oh my Trinidad and Tobago. Whilst the nation still hope and pray, the devil busy, I say. Oh my Trinidad and Tobago. Oh no, I'm feeling the pain for you, mama. Revelation strikes at your corner. Still we are holding on. Your children have lost their way, fighting for survival each day. Oh no, going from dawn till dawn. What is happening to my country? Every day is a sacrifice. Blood flowing like water daily. Lives could be lost at any price. The anthem is now a whisper. Some don't care to stand when it play. The lawless is now in control, so the good folks going away. Oh, my Trinity, strange signs all around we are. The hills are alive in a different way. Your babies are dying, brutally I'm seeing here. Would we rise again from what pain? Yeah. Oh, the mighty dollar, now cast a spell of uncertainty. Oh, my Trinidad and Tobago. You see, when the rich is getting richer, the poor must remain empty. Oh my Trinidad, know that error. I say, oh no, people balling for pain and hunger, inflation, cost of living higher. Can't get no daily bread. So the youth them on top the hill, somehow their bread basket to fill. Oh no, so they turn to crime instead. The arms of the state disappointed, still their salaries are daunted. Large increase in the fiscal budget, oil money reach a all-time high. Don't buy no jet for so much of money when the hospitals are in need. Poor people at everyone's mercy, so the hill reacting indeed. Oh no, yeah, the people cry, yeah. The hills are alive in a different way. Them who take in we money must pay for it dearly one day. Could we rise again come what may? Yeah. How could we truly excel in the midst of all this suffering? Oh my Trinidad. No. Tell me, like Shadow said, poverty is hell, so it seems like the devil is king. Oh my Trinidad. No. Cocaine and guns in the heart of the ghetto is what we sow, we shall reap tomorrow. Who are we going to blame? Even school children doing crime, well, that is a sign of the time. Oh, my lord, have we now gone insane? Whilst we kill, we own one by one. Skyscrapers going up in town. Chinese laborers at the core. This new city some shall see no more. So we have to hold on to CPEP 10 days and must to get along. Scraping the bottom of the barrel with all this money in town. Oh yeah. My Lord, the hills are alive in a different way. You have to do more for the people. Better wages to ease the struggle. Yeah. Could we rise again, come what may? Yeah. In this abundance of wealth, still the poor people cannot cope. Oh my Trinidad, and it is a stark reality. So much of even of hope. Oh my Trinidad, oh my Trinidad, oh my, oh no. Some turn to vagrants in the city, homeless children begging of mercy, Lord. Child abuse have risen again. Look like Jean and Dinah come back in town. The girls and them singing the song. To survive by any means necessary, dignity gone down the drain. Some say the leaders have failed to do right for one and for all. When there is an imbalance of the scale, then the writing is on the wall. If you ignore the plight of the people, well, the devil shall intervene. It's only divine intervention. I hope you know what I mean. Well, is it true that God is a Trinity with all these crimes in sweet La Trinity? No. The hills are alive in a different way.
Gun control.
And is it true we have all this money in this land of so much poverty? No. The Lord is my shepherd, come what may. Yeah. To you the powers that be, hear the cries of the people you see. All this wealth and nothing for we. No. Because of living is too high. This little money the poor can't buy. Oh my, why? There must be a way. To help the people today, I say. There must be a way. For our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. From Genesis to Revelation, in my Father's house around many mansions, to take care of 1.3 million natural resources, he made provision to feed this nation. Look, we have oil and gas, it's Lake and Mars, and Calypso, Choppy and Limbo. When there is no property, crime would decline naturally, then we could live in harmony. My holy La Trinity, I love you, mama. I love you, mommy, yeah. My Trinity. Thank you.
Apple of thine eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wing, O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. It's so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be while you fix it, Jesus. Come and be. People see you smile, but don't hold the hurt that you're feeling. God's child. At times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover, 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 cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover, 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 the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover, cover, cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover, cover, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover, cover, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover, cover, cover. Cover me. Cover me. Cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends.
Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And as you know, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And ladies and gentlemen, you know the drill. As soon as you get in, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV and YouTube. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, the numbers are on the screen. You can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. And this is how we start the thing.
It have our place, WZYE, where they treat you like friends and family. So if you're looking for a place to belong, going WZYE, you could come along. If you have haste, though, come with me. We do have dad on WZYE, Santa Manite.
Yeah, Santi Manite, boy. That's the resident love Dr. Rennie Mohammed, boy. Dr. Love himself, yeah. And of course, this is one of our loyalists, the man himself, Caribbean Soul.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
And folks, the voice is not Caribbean Soul, eh? That one was done by Caribbean Soul. Yeah. I know if Caribbean Soul have a nice voice so at all, but that was him.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station. We're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
You have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is our mantra here at WZYE 95.9 FM. You know, we don't imitate, we originate. We don't imitate. And of course, folks, we always tell you that we mean what we say, and we don't just tell you, and we don't just say to you, but we put it in words for you, ladies and gentlemen. Take a listen.
Anthem LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our pledge to you, the people, that will bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Let me bring in my pal, the young man himself, the one and only, The man they call Uncle Tommy boy. Tommy, how you going?
Very good, thank you. And it's a pleasure to be here with you this evening, Professor. How are you? How was your day?
My day was always splendid for us. You know, where does go. You know, I had a marvelous day. You know, once I go out and I get my little, hey, but I see, hey, I want a shirt and thing today. What happened?
Ah, boy.
Where is that one?
A day late.
You catch me there, boy.
A day late. A day late.
That's right, man. It's better late than never, boy. You catch me there, boy. You're trying to slip one by. Yeah.
Yeah, I hit your shot.
You hit my shot, there.
I put on a shot.
Yeah, you hit my shot.
I put on a shot.
Yeah. But I want to go to the chat early today. Tommy, I listen. So I went and I did my run. I don't know how to run.
Yes.
You understand? So I did an excellent, splendid first workout today. It was real good. Real good. And I come back home and I go in and do my push-ups and sit-ups. You understand? And I turn on the TV to YouTube. And I don't know, like YouTube know the algorithms that I'm a Trinidadian. First thing show up is the Parliament. What is it? The Standing Finance Committee? I think that is what it is. Somebody go correct me if I'm incorrect. And I listening to that. And Tommy, when I tell all you that all of them have to go, every single one of them paying them, Tommy, you should hear the dumbology, stupidology, foolishology, dotishology kind of questions the paying them on the other side asking. And you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to embarrass the Minister of Homeland Security. They're trying very, very hard. You understand? But get them good this time. Good. If you hear the kind of dotish question them was asking, boy. But we had this one, the Minister of Finance put who's that one that's talk about the red coach again, Tommy? The minister with the red coach. I don't remember she name. No. Caribbean Soul, text that to me. The minister with us talk about the red coach. I don't remember. I don't remember she name to me. I just can't remember some of them names now.
It's hard to remember.
Caribbean Soul go tell me. Or somebody put it in the chat. Let me go down in the chat real quick. They tell me. Let me go to the bottom of the chat.
Yeah. Let me go in the chat.
Yeah, somebody. Or you put in the chat for the person with the red coach. Whoever is the red coach. I don't remember she name. What is she name again, boy? Oh God. Caribbean Soul, what is she name again?
You can say Miss what's your name?
Yeah, I think she was the Minister of Finance, Tommy.
Yeah, Miss what's your name?
Yeah, whatever she name is. Let me take this call. Hold on. Yeah, KFC, you're connecting, boy.
What's on say Gatsby? Lilian, he said Gatsby Dolly.
Mr. Wall Street.
Yeah.
I taking in the parliament today with them people. Them like little children and them was the free 9 of them after such a mad question by.
Hey, KFC.
Them no come out of office, you know.
I thought I was in kindergarten, boy.
I tell you, boy.
I was like,
you want with the red coach? I never Gatsby Dolly past the tree dog.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Nayan Gatsby Dolly. Yeah, that's she name. Gatsby Dolly.
I didn't know she was a doctor.
Yeah, Dr. Nayan.
She questioned to the Honorable Minister.
Yeah.
But the schools and the schools. But them was there for the last 9 years or so was she.
And she talking about
Yeah.
She talking about schools. She wanna ask about schools. And Marvelous Marvin. But this speaker, so far, that fella, Tommy,
He had points.
but that fella on point, boy. He real good.
I like that fella, boy.
Boy.
That fella them Martin and Pierre, them only asking them about now.
Correct is right.
Them in fix that school. Even the community, Mr. Washit.
Correct.
In them Pierre, them areas. I love so listening.
Yeah, man.
With them
Bless.
tonight.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Thank me, Santa Cruz. Dolly. Lillian Ali. Gatsby Dolly. Yeah, that's him. Gatsby Dolly. Volsang say Gatsby. Yeah, that's him. Gatsby Dolly. Dr. Nyan Gatsby Dolly. Tommy, I never used to hear she in Parliament before. She used to talk.
You didn't even know she exists.
I was like, when I listened to them, and Simon the Nosebreaker. Where you from? You know what that one is?
Yeah, not the Breaker.
Oh, it's the Nosebreaker. I thought it was Simon the Nosebreaker. Yeah, I listened to him.
All that go work.
I said, well, wait now, where he come out? And the fella who used to have a show on Iowa Station, I forget his name. Domain? Is Domain his name?
The one who used to be with Warner at one time?
Yeah. What's his name? Domain? What is his name? What's his name?
Romain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Dominic Romain.
That's the guy.
Romain, yeah. Yeah. Dominic Romain. Yeah. Defender 1 minute. I listen to he. Oh, good. Tommy. Them Dominic Romain. Thank Caribbean soul. I listen to he, Tommy. Anyway. Defender have me hang up. Defender gone. Tommy, I listen to he. Yeah, defender here inside. Why this thing connecting? Hold on. The phone ringing here, but it's saying it connect. Nah, I ain't gonna be able to accept it. Hold on.
Good evening to you. Good evening to you too, Mr. Maloney.
Hold on, folks, 1 minute. My phone saying it connecting. Let me see something. I don't know what has happened to this phone, boy. Yeah, but everything good there. All right, hold up. Yeah. Hey, defender, call back. My phone getting some problems there. Call back. Yeah, Tommy, take that, Tommy.
Defender, put it on my line.
Go ahead, take it.
Yeah, defender, you're live.
Blessed night, Uncle Tommy.
Same to you, my brother.
And Wall Street.
Yeah, man.
Wall Street, that phone go from Balize also.
That is a C-Mobile.
Uncle Tommy.
Yes.
I know this one say it's very close to you, right?
Go ahead, buddy.
Do you find it passing strange that the ex-minister of finance stand up in the parliament and deliberately misled the parliament, and you didn't see that on news headlines?
Well, guess what? The fourth estate is party group number 4, you know.
Otherwise, I'll tell you, I'm going to go right down your alley, so I'll bring it to you.
It's clear in my mind that the fourth estate wants nothing to do with nobody else, or nothing else but defending the red.
Exactly, Uncle Tommy, because Uncle Tommy, everything has making headline. Imagine Faris Alwari made headlines on the TV6 News about a private meeting they had in town, internal meeting they had in San Fernando that made headlines tonight.
The fourth estate promoting the red.
Uncle Tommy, that is very sad though. And that's sad day for us. We need to find a way to stand up against that because Uncle Tommy, when will it stop?
Well, there's only one way to make the fourth estate hurt, you know.
Yeah, but Uncle Tommy, it will have no way we could as private citizens bring this up somewhere because Uncle Tommy hurting them with the pocket. They've been losing for the past few years and that's not stopping them.
Well, we have to call them out. We have to call them out, especially with social media. Social media changing the dynamics of information.
But could we have the Godly professor, the man of editorials? Could we ask him to step in on our behalf?
We'll have to ratchet up. Make sure he ratchets up his editorials, calling them out.
Especially aiming to the fourth estate because Uncle Tommy, how long we go down this road? We're getting sick now. This man deliberately lied.
We clearly see that the fourth estate are quitting when it comes to their support.
Wow. So, okay, Uncle Tommy, thank you for allowing me this contribution.
Thank you for making your contribution.
Yeah. Let me restart my phone there, Tommy. Because something happening and them calls coming in, but I ain't getting it. I can't accept it on my
Wall Street defender said something there that's imperative, you know, that somebody, or at least maybe you should lead the battle when it comes to the fourth estate, because I know they're strong and they're on the ground, and you're not on the ground, you from a distance, but something has to be done.
Well, Tommy, that's why we are here, you know, and we are gonna continue. I'm gonna continue to do the editorials, you know. Once I get sometime, you know, the information had to be sent to me. Once the information is sent to me, I love to do editorials. I love that.
I know that's right.
I love to do that too bad. You know what I mean? Folks, try again. Let me see. All right, here we go. Let me try now. Oh, what is that? Ram Narayan, try again. Try again. Sometimes all on a sudden.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. What's going on.
Yeah. It says call field, man. What's going on here? Hold on. Nah. COP. Hold on.
Professor Wall Street.
Yes, COP, welcome. Yeah, I hear you. You hearing me? Hello? COP.
Can you reconnect in there?
Yeah, good evening, COP. We can hear you.
I hear you.
Make a contribution.
Go ahead, we hearing you.
He's not hearing us.
Hello, caller.
Yeah, Kunji, you're live.
Uncle Tommy.
Yes.
Good night to you, Uncle Tommy.
Good night
to you, Professor Wall Street.
Yeah, man.
I'm like telling people because you interfere with your phone, or they still tap the key and interfere with your phone line, or
yeah, something, but
Professor Wall Street.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, I believe the PLM interfere with your line. They still have some device they hide up. They still have device hide up. But it's amazing to hear. It's amazing to hear the kind of questions the PLM asking now. Just imagine they ask the Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander. Roger Alexander, it's at $3.something million to pay for the food that the PLM caterers them cater for the Kuna, the state of emergency.
Yeah.
The prisoners and them.
Yep.
You know the accent. The accent and what you going to do with that money?
Yeah.
And asking them to this one who was the utility minister, Marvelous Marva, asking them the 3 point something million dollars to pay for rent. They want the name and the people them who rented. Why don't ask them kind of question? And them what pay them what hire the tenant and them. How never ask them kind of question? Like they want to ask they want to expose Faris Alwari for all them building and them renting. Because I tell myself, we will ask that kind of question for Faris Alwari renting the government 90% of the building and them.
What's your opinion?
Immortal and Marvelous Nava have with Faris Alwari so that they want them to name who is the tenant of the building and them. What them have with this man so? Leave that for the UNC to expose. Professor Wall Street, you listen to the type of opposition we have over there who bring in sarcastic confusion and mayhem in our treasury, in our parliament. That is what they're doing now. They're not coming with nothing transparent but everything controversial to try to make the young ministers and them look bad.
Yeah.
To try to make the young ministers and them look bad. But they can't make Roger Alexander look bad.
Yeah.
He will learn. He will learn. He have experienced people next to him over there. And for the experienced opposition and them to try to make him go astray, shame on all you. Shame on all you. Or they spend over $600 billion. Don't ask nothing about $300 million. Don't ask nothing about that. Roger Alexander, someone to tell him that $3 million, that to repair the red culture. That is to change the color of the culture. Thank you, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy.
Thank you.
I don't think I even know what happened to this thing. All on a sudden, Tommy, just so.
So I'll pick up his slack for now.
So, folks, in the meanwhile, call the 609 number. But let me see what I could do here with this. What's going on here with this thing here? Yeah, but you know, I listen to that. I normally don't listen to them, and I say, folks, try again. I think I restarted my phone.
Yeah, you may have to restart your computer.
No,
restart your computer, then restart the phone.
Yeah, anyway, I restarted the phone. So let me go to the chat here, folks. First in the chat today was Volsam VS. Yeah. Right behind him was Dane Khan. Wap wap. Dane, welcome.
Welcome, Dane.
Yeah. Next up was Hanif, Mr. Intellectual. Blessed evening, Pronkati and all villagers. Hope you all are marvelous Monday, motivated by meaningful productivity. Yes, Susan Alchan. Susan, welcome. Good evening.
Welcome, Susan.
Hanif, yeah. Nadira, boy. Nadira, where you been? Nadira, good afternoon, Professor Ward, Uncle Tommy, and to everyone on the live. Have a blessed and safe evening. Nadira, I just be seeing you all over the place. I know what happened. We know long we in Siam.
Nadia.
Yeah, Nadia. No long we see Nadia. Nadira, where Nadia? Nadia hiding, boy. Nadia in the corner, hiding. Nadia in the corner, hiding.
What Takisha, boy?
Hiding from Tommy. Yet, but Takisha wasn't just the other day. Biz not welcome. Good night to everyone. Jenny, welcome, Jenny. Good evening, Professor, Uncle Tommy, Anna Vol, and everyone in the village. Good evening to you, Jenny. Hemraj, welcome. Patricia Pancho, blessed evening, Uncle Tommy, Wall Street, and everyone locked on. Joshua, welcome. Good evening, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. All the opposition get voice. You're telling me? Even the missing penny. The missing weak penny. Guess she voice too. You know, they say, oh, listener, one thing about the PNM, they just follow the leader, you know. All of them weak. They're weak just like Penny. They're weak. When I look, and I ain't lying, the opposition ready for them, Let me the opposition.
The government.
Government ready for them, The government ready for them. Yeah? Express welcome. Good evening, Professor Walls and Uncle Tommy. Welcome. Cool Runner, welcome. Good night, Wall Street and Tommy. Miss Santa Cruz, welcome. Good night, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. Welcome to you. Monica Ramke soon. Good night, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy and people on the live. Welcome to you. Pearl Sammy. Why you just get two same last name? You mean, you know why I feel that, Tommy? I feel she last name was Sammy and she married somebody that last name is Sammy.
So she gets Sammy twice.
So she gets Sammy twice. She gets two Sammy.
She gets Sam Pat.
She got double Sammy.
Double Sammy.
Yeah, that's a double Sammy. Roll Prasad, welcome. Hi, greetings to all pro Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, Anna, CJ, Soul, Songs, the show, they're cool. Yeah, everybody all in one day. Yeah. Yeah, Byron Bash, welcome. Hey, look how famous were they, boy. Splendiferous, marvelous. Good night to Tommy and Walsh and all in the chat. Whip wap, licks the sharing. Let me see if this thing working now. Mr. Florida, welcome.
Hello?
Yeah, we hearing you. You hearing me?
Hello?
Yeah, you hearing me?
Yeah. I hear you.
All right.
Good night, Mr. Anthem. Good night, Mr. Tommy. Good night, Tony Colas. I text everybody live. Happy everybody here on this Monday. True God grace. Mr. Anthem, Mr. Tommy, and to everybody. It's so refreshing. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. You listening?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's so refreshing to Parliament, to listen to Parliament now and actually hear something of substance. You see, for far too long, this PNM ruled this Parliament with the Speaker of the House. And she didn't even know how to interpret the standing orders. So all of them weak on the opposition right now because they don't know how to interpret the standing orders themselves. And this new Speaker of the House schooling them. And that's why a lot of the time they have to be quiet. And when you're unprepared, you come with how to say it? You know, as a school teacher, when you're unprepared, where you just come with red tricks. The red tricks.
Yeah, you come with red tricks.
And that the kind of question they're asking.
Yeah.
Because for far too long, they didn't know how to interpret the standing orders. And now we see in ways of true democracy. And everybody watching the Parliament channel now, you know why?
Even me?
Because finally you can learn the Constitution of Trinidad and Tobago.
Correct.
I hope everybody had a great Father's Day yesterday. And I will call back later.
Yeah, man. Tommy, thanks, Mr. Florida. Even me watching the Parliament channel now, I want to believe today is the longest I have been on the Parliament channel in 10 years. 10 years.
Yeah, but the opposition is wasting valuable time with the rhetoric.
Well, that's what they're there for, you know. They ain't there for nothing. They're there to waste time. But they ain't bringing no substance. We
ain't have time for that right now. We have work to do.
Yeah, but we doing the work while they're wasting time. Them in opposition, so let them waste as much time as they want. We doing the work and then wasting time. Troy Smith, welcome. Bless good night to Anselm and Uncle Tommy, only in the village. Welcome to you, Troy. Patricia Hutchinson, welcome. Pleasant evening, Professor Warshid and Uncle Tommy. All the villagers in the village have a great evening and stay safe. Who was on Heavy and TC program today? Who was discussing?
I didn't tune in.
Yeah, I didn't tune in.
Track.
Yeah. Denise G, welcome. Caribbean Soul, good afternoon. WZYE TV and listeners. Yeah, KFC.
Hi, good night, Mr. Washington. Uncle Tommy again, man.
Yes,
Mr. Washington, for the piano, so even with Kill, remember we was begging for we girl, Miss Swanky Jama, for award. We keep our program, but she,
yeah,
but she born her piano.
Yeah.
But she so rest in peace. She passed away Friday, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I call it treat Mr. Uncle Jama. I take in doctor or something in Tobago. They see going back we love. You go in Montserrat.
You gonna play with rocks? You gonna play with rocks?
Yeah, you gonna play with rocks. You gonna in volcano.
Oh, he's a rockologist.
Remember you see that.
What's that? He's a rockologist.
Rockstar.
He's a rock star.
But this one by Dominican Roman, the red monkey man with the mouth.
Yeah.
When he taking it when he asking questions, unrelevant questions, he asking, you know.
You don't know what you're talking about.
When this go happen and when this go thing, and them was the free last 9 years, Mr. Washi. And they had for the break there. I think any wonderful program. Uncle Tommy, I like that shirt.
Thank you.
Adidas.
You got it.
Yeah,
bless.
Bless.
Welcome. Uncle Tommy look dignified, boy. Yeah, boy, Tommy. And people talking nice thing about you, boy.
Thank you.
Yeah, walls.
Didn't they see walls looking especially endowed yesterday?
Dapper. Yeah, dapper. Yeah. Especially dapper, yeah. Walls, their question was to appeal to their headless supporters. Well, VS, if that is how them go question, boy. Vendra, welcome. Good night, Mr. Warshid and Uncle Tommy and everyone else. Yolanda Cordner, boy, out at Tobago, boy. Good night, everyone. Have to be out at Tobago.
Yep, Cordner's out. Bagos.
Yep. Penny wants to know how they lower San Fernando West. She said moving boundaries were dangerous. So who moved them? She also said to have to come back in power as soon as possible. Come back in power? Come back in more power. You mean she want to go to power 102? This still in existence?
No, sir, you don't say, senor.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, power 102 might come back. Yeah. And you could come back with them Penny weak Beckles. All the Penny weak. We have and although don't be upset, you know. You understand? Because why are do upset? Don't be upset. Penny wanted to be in this position now for about 30 years, Tommy. Right? And she finally gets it. And she weak. She weak. Everything weak. Everything weak. Everything. Scott, welcome. Doctorate in organic chemistry, I think. Who have a doctorate in organic chemistry? Who are that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know here you're talking about who we were talking about.
Who, Dr. Rocks?
Yeah, he's a rock star.
Yeah. Busy, welcome. Good day, Uncle Tommy and Wall Street. All listeners, share the live. I'm not telling you where does have full lunch and thing no more, boy. Caribbean still Wall Street, but Camille missing from both sitting in Parliament. And I hear the not too young fella. Boy, them is real waste of time and truth, you know, boy. Robin So Crash, good evening. Locked on from British Virgin Islands. Hey Robin, I asked you if that beach name, what's the name of the beach, boy? You know, I forget the name of the beach. Manhattan. There's a beach in British Virgin Islands. One of the best beaches. Robin, what's the name of that beach? Remind me where that there. Byron says, Jay Singh is a senior well-known attorney and is not to be messed around with the PNMites. Know this. Yeah, boy, he's schooling them, boy. He's taking them back to school. He's schooling them. Miss Santa Cruz and weak belly, dead penny have no shame to say they have the best. What? Lube up. Wonder what? Met Penny on. Yeah, Penny. What met she on? She was in take she medicine. That's what it is. Walls handling the air power, we handling the ground. Semantic 62, welcome. Yeah, Mr. Florida.
Yeah, good night again, Mr. Anson, Mr. Tommy. Yeah, and Mr. Anson, Mr. Tommy, and to everybody. I rather hear a man who cannot speak properly, but speak the truth.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Roger Alexander.
Them just trying to brand him. Them just trying to brand him. That is all. Well, we ready for them.
I rather a man can speak properly, but he speaks the truth. All right, Mr. Anson, so we look on.
Yeah. Ramdale, Baiju, welcome. Ramdale, where you joining us from? I think Ramdale might be here. That might be the first time Ramdale here, you know. Yeah, Penny
Ramdale.
So that's why she questioned on Faris was because Makela was supposed to cut up that seat. Where Makela? Where Makela and they gone?
Heaven knows.
Anybody see Makela? Eh? Election done? Makela done? Nah. And she want to lead the people of Trinidad and Tobago? And she disappear? What else call her, Tommy? A mirage? Is that a mirage? Eh?
It seems that way.
Yeah. All over Makela gone. Susan Larchan, welcome. Good night, Walshid and Uncle Tommy and everyone, all you wonderful people on the chat. Welcome to you, Susan. Prem Rambaran boy, welcome. Good night to everyone on the chat. Welcome to you, Prem. Lenora Kamabash. Welcome, Lenora. Ram the Ryan, you had 2 minutes before the top of the hour. Go ahead.
What I want to say
is
that anywhere Faris's Penny is there. So Penny taking coaching from Faris. That all that preaching is about CPEP and URP. That all that preaching.
That is it.
CPEP and URP. And they want to get back in power.
That is it. Yeah, man.
Oh God, did you answer that jokers?
Bunch of no. Yeah. It's a bunch of jokers. Yeah.
A bunch of jokers.
It's a bunch of jokers.
Today I was watching the Parliament channel. But I was watching the Parliament channel today. The speaker in endless pressure.
Yeah.
They're getting pressure left, right, and center, top and bottom, sideways, all over.
They can't deal with it.
Well, you know the blue head ladies used to behave like that, eh? Human wife used to behave like that.
Oh.
You know? So, but this speaker more calm, you know?
Yeah. And he going by the rules. He going by the book.
He going by the book.
He going by the book.
I listen, I listen to a question that Nayan Diaz already asked. And but I answer the question. She come back in a different way. The speaker tells she said, listen, you ask the question 5 times already.
Yeah.
And you get your answer. You know? Why did you red jokers? Red jokers.
Yeah, we're going for the break. We're going for the break. All right, man. Bless. Yeah, folks.
Later.
Yeah, man. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walshit, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We're going to take that break. Don't forget, Shady Live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. We'll be right back after this.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And remember, share that live.
We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life. And as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station. We're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
Fire! 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 No more rain. No more rain. No more rain. No more rain. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way. We want a brighter day. No more Rowley again. Bye bye Rowley. Bye bye. Bye bye Rowley. Bye bye. We're not voting for you. We tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of the potholes and all the excuses. Tired of no water, tired of stretching at the law, tired of the high grocery bills. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowley again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. We tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of the potholes and all the excuses. Tired of no water, tired of stretching a dollar, tired of the high grocery bills. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowley again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. No more rain. 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 No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowley again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you.
Laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest, laid taxpayers' money. The end is here, security. We and them dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say, we and them dead. Even the 1% say, the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making, the DMO leaving. We and them dead. Condolences to the Balize. SIEP, no more pale pale. The rising sun is ready to govern Trinidad and Tobago for a brighter tomorrow. One, restart the economy, two, health sector, immediate victory. Abolish crime, put sports on the front line. Four, every bike must have water. Five, roads smooth as six, provide people with work. UNC ain't making jokes. Tell them drilling say, we and them dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough, the put a spin. Inside sources say, we and them dead. Tell them Arnold say, we and them dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night, flambeau burning steady. The casket closed and the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. We and them dead, dead, dead. Tell them Kamala say, we and them dead. Some of the members say, the party dead, dead, dead. When the carry come leaders hear what's up, seems like not one of them was in shock. Put them in one big box, we and them dead. Tell them Munilal say, we and them dead. Teachers, doctors and nurses say, the party dead, dead, dead. All the bad investments and fellas make investors not coming for the wake. No more ice cream and cake, we and them dead, dead, dead. The red party showed no empathy for 18 babies and pipeline families. They so heartless, citizens in distress. The country in a crisis, SOE and still all Estes. One, UNC on a mission to correct the school system. Three, end poverty and clean up TNT. Four, speed up the housing process. Five, lower taxes. Six, revamp we energy. Bring back the oil refinery. Tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Petrotrain workers say, the party dead, dead, dead. Bubba billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money, the end is here, security. We and them dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say, we and them dead. Even the 1% say, the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making, the DMO leaving. We and them dead, dead, dead. Tell them drilling say, we and them dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough, to put a spin. Inside sources say, we and them dead. Tell them Arnold say, we and them dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night, flambeau burning steady. The casket closed and the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. We and them dead, dead, dead.
Fire! 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 Fire!
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsh, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, as you get in, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook, WZYE TV and YouTube. Subscribe. We are on our way to 20,000 subscribers, and we want to thank you for getting us there. Thank you very kindly. Continue to tell a friend to tell a friend. Of course, you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509, and share that live just as the professor asked.
Thank you, Tommy. Mr. Intellectual, welcome.
Blessed evening for Uncle T and everybody on the live.
Yeah, man, bless.
I miss you guys yesterday. I get caught up in a kind of something there, but I learned some valuable lessons.
Like what?
Yeah.
Like what?
You know, when you're walking in the bush, you just have to expect anything, right? Especially when you're looking to destroy Balize. No, serious. We trying to clean up the land, but this Balize just wouldn't stop growing. So all that we cut down and thing and all that we burn and stuff like that and thing. Like them things still shooting up all over the place and things. So we decided that we're going to take out some of the majority of them again that springing up now. They way more than they're big again. So we decided to take them out. You know, I play fast and remove my my face mask, the binatina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remove that to get a little breeze and thing, and I say, well, I kind of say because I'm far away from the bees and them now, boy. But you know it, I was hiding on other valleys, boy. You know they go fly out and jam on my lip.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So I learned a valuable lesson. Let me tell you something. If all you feel that the PNM, that Balize going to give up,
Nah.
right? None of that, you know. Them have all kind of jet and snake and all kind of thing hiding on Anida Balize. That all you know about it.
Yeah.
And all you can't see. That's the lesson I learned yesterday, you know. So all you have to look out. They come in with some subtle kind of thing and start to disrupt the society and blame the present government for it. Watch and all you will see. Just take a little time and you will see what is going on, you know. You said have a propaganda machine in the
Balize house.
In the Balize house.
Yeah, they have a propaganda machine.
You understand? Yeah. The next lesson I learned, well, this was many years ago, right? Little fella, you know, he just get little toys and thing, you get your little gun and sack and all that. Back in them days, a serious thing, gun looking like real and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But the girls and them always get dolly and teacup and saucer and them kind of thing, you know, so they always had a little dolly. Some of them used to have a little dolly crying and all kind of thing. So as boys, you want to know what going on there. You understand? So you will dismantle it.
Yeah.
You know, I recognize that a dolly don't have no brain at all. And some of them they say mama, and some of them just cry and them kind of thing. And they just put them on red couch and thing too. You understand?
Yeah.
So from a little boy, I learned that dolly don't have no brain. You understand? They just put things inside them to say something and to do something. So I guess I understand why I hear those kind of questions today in the parliament, especially from the dolly. You understand?
Yeah.
Right. So I hope that you all had a good Father's Day.
Yeah, man. We had
and
a
really
blessed one.
enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
And everybody had a good time. I mean, I had a fantastic time too. I enjoyed myself.
That's excellent.
After all of that, I still went to my letter class and I still put on a little tutoring day for the students and them. So everybody was happy and we had a relatively good day yesterday. But the important lesson, and I just view those things as prophetic. So the government had to watch itself. Them snakes and them jet and all that kind of thing that they be settling in the Balize. And as they disturb them, they just fly out.
Yeah.
And they hit you some kind of job that you ain't expecting. So expect the unexpected.
Yeah,
They
man.
come in.
Thank you, man.
Have a blessed evening, gentlemen.
Yeah, man.
Same to you.
Yeah. Let me say to Banmena, the PNM was campaigning for the last 10 years they was in power. And you want to come here and talk about if we in campaigning mode, LOL? No, Banmena. We defending. We in campaigning, Banmena. We on the defense. Any kind of stuff all they want to throw up on the wall, you know, the PNM about another theory called the spaghetti theory. They just throw stuff on the wall, and see what will stick. Banmena, we waiting for you. We set like a mappy, waiting for you. Bitcoin, welcome.
All right, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Good night.
Gwen was going in Parliament before they stand in that committee now. So a journalist tried to approach him to ask him a question, but he get where he deserve, the journalist. The arrogance from that man. He doesn't walk past him and twist off his face.
Yeah.
That is what they get. That is what they get from that little troll. All the time when he's campaigning, he come in by your house and knock in your door and try to sweet talk you. But that is what he is, that arrogant, ignorant man. And I hope this Minister of Finance deal with him more, because what he get Friday wasn't enough, and he must go before the Privilege Committee and spend a time out sitting on the bench. You understand? He must sit on the bench and wait, because he's too arrogant. When you see them read that supplementary budget on Wednesday, I hope they bring out everything that man do for the last 10 years and more, because he was a misfit and a square peg in a wrong hole inside that ministry. Every blasted year, Mr. Wall Street, that man shortcoming with that budget. Always a deficit. Now people crying and saying, oh, the UNC coming for money. But it's the same blasted thing the PNM will be coming for, because they bankrupt every ministry right now. It's never a cent inside it. So what they be coming for? It's the same amount of money, 2 billion, 3 billion, it don't matter. That's how they plan their thing. They read a budget, 56 billion or 55 or how much, and the next year is a smart man budget, supplementary education they're coming for. $3-4 billion is actual. So they don't include that in the first budget, you know. They know damn well if they include that in the first budget, people got to stop the face and watch. But they do it in a smart way. They come in next year and taking a little piece again. So and when it add up now, the 58 and 59 is 63 and all kind of thing. So whatever it's costing and revaluing the UNC for when they had budget at 58 and 60 and thing. They adding up more with the supplementary they coming with, because that wouldn't be that come under the PNM, you know. All the supplementary thing, you know. Them start that for the last 10 years and a smart man kind of way. You understand? Just to get extra money. And this Dolly, she ain't no shame, you know. For 10 years, she and that Anthony, well, I forget his name, but I know that name, Anthony, sit down there and watch that ministry crumble, the schools crumble. Some of these children right next door to the school, it doesn't need finishing touches, it doesn't need desks, it doesn't need a little touching up. And them sit down there and watch Piper and all kind of thief and people come there and rape the school, thief out all the fixtures and fittings and windows and roofing and everything and go on with it. They sit down and preside over that. And she ain't ashamed to be a minister of education.
Yep.
She ain't ashamed. She's shameless. She shouldn't talk again about that.
Bitcoin. What did I say? Ducky Chishem is Ducky Chishem? Duck is Duck. What did I say? Hey, Tommy? Ducky Chishem is Duck. What it is?
It's dog. I forget.
Oh, it's dog. Okay, all right. I thought it was a D. Doggy Chishem.
She wasn't a she doggy the vomit. I mean,
she had no shame. Yeah.
Mr. Wall Street, you ain't hear nothing yet, you know. Yeah, and all these people who come in and get the government back for all kind of stupidness. You understand? They went in Parliament Friday and passed a Children Life Fund Act, where about 28 other sicknesses and disease could be, included into that. All the children with PNM or UNC or wherever or nobody could allocate, or they could be able to get allocated funding now to help all the children. Or they wasn't getting that for the 10 years. The PNM never put a cent into the Children Life Fund. And you never hear about that life fund when they was there, you know. Because why? Means test for you. And if they find that they're asking for too much money, go and sell cake and barbecue ticket and all kind of thing. They ain't helping you, so you know what people trying dead in this country and they ain't get no help from that Children Life Fund. They want to tell you that they're balling and saying they care about children. They didn't care about people children when they see them suffering on TV6 and CNC3 and they're crying, the parents crying for help and the other watching next week, the child dead. They didn't study in that. They are convenient memory, you know, but all of that have fallen them and they see more go come out in the open as you see the government disclose all the way unraveling right now. And because you see for yourself, more that come out, more. Have a good day, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Banmena, listen. Between 2010 2015, totally different now. What we are doing, we are defending all the good work that the government is doing. That's what we're doing. We're defending the good work because as far as you are concerned, Banmena, right? All you're not going to see that. Because all you have red eye drops in all your eyes. Red eye drops. You have a special type of eye drops and I have Balize eye drops in all you. Go in the drugstore and ask them, you go see. Balize eye drops. Yeah? And yeah, Batman, he should be ashamed of himself. He should be ashamed. Shame. But listen, Banmena, you should be ashamed of this. Listen to this, folks. Listen to this. I want you to listen to this. I believe for the life of me, Nyan Gadsby Dolly was actually the Minister of Finance in Trinidad. Minister of Finance. Yeah. Was she the Minister of Finance, Tommy? Yeah, she should be the Minister of Finance, not Minister of Education.
She was education, but maybe she was a misplaced.
She was a misplaced. Yeah. She was misplaced. Which the PNM does do a lot of. They misplace her in the Minister of Education. Yeah? And that woman have the testicular fortitude to make any statement about schools in Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, yeah. Jency Paul, dog eat Banmena shame. Yeah, dog eat Banmena shame. Yeah. Dolly, what Piccadilly School? Want to St. Phillips, Dolly? Who built Rosehill? Who built Rosehill? Or you forget? Who built Rosehill? Some of you remember that? Who built Rosehill? Let me take this.
Somebody in chat will tell us.
Yeah, who built Rosehill? Brooklyn, welcome.
And she was, she don't tell me if you was on the good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
I'm going to tell you, all I would say, fight party body material from the school. It wasn't fight party. It's PNM people keep body material in the school.
Yeah, correct.
People sit out. There wasn't fight party.
PNM.
The PNM people didn't get the fight party on them a chance to get to them schools.
Brooklyn.
PNM people keep it out. That way PNM did not come to the schools.
Brooklyn. You remember when Phil Geraldine said he come out of Massey and he see a fella begging and he was looking for the piper in him? Yeah. That is it.
PNM, and then he can eat something and all kind of shop and he talking. So it's PNM people, don't worry. That's how they're coming out now and saying PNM children who causing the fights and who giving trouble. It's PNM. Anything that's bad that is going on in Trinidad and Tobago, PNM. 95% PNM. Let me be fair. Only 5% UNC. Let me be fair. But 95% PNM people is who destroying and obstructing the peace in Trinidad and Tobago. You hear? So not until the UNC start putting PNM leaders in prison for the wrong they have done in the last 9.5 years, then we will see proper change in the crime, in the education system, in the work system, and everywhere. You understand? We will see proper change when PNM heads, leaders, start getting arrested and put away. Well, shit, don't come me. Have a good night.
Yeah, man.
Same to you.
Bless. So, folks, listen to this. This happened today with the former Minister of Education. I don't understand what. Take a listen to this, folks.
Every single school in this country is in need of some level of repair because of the way this former government treated its schools.
All you, did you all hear that? No. Tommy, let me start that from the top. You all listen carefully, yeah? Listen, Banmena, Gordon Joseph, Patricia Reed, PNM Fox, all the listener. This is, hey, Tommy, What did Dr. Williams say about education again? And your school bag? What did he say? Something?
He said the future of the nation is in the children's school bag.
Oh, Tommy. Take a listen, folks. Continue to listen. Listen.
Every single school in this country is in need of some level of repair because of the way this former government treated with school repairs generally. Some more desperately than others. And ma'am, member for St. Anne's East, you are very well aware of that. So to come today to ask for specifics is very, very, very disturbing. Very disturbing. What has had to happen again is the Honorable Minister of Education has had to prioritize, and that's what he said he would provide. He has had to prioritize based on the available funding and based on the absolute state of disrepair that your government left the educational sector and schools in particular in this country.
Hear that? Nyan Gatsby Dolly. You was in charge of that ministry, you know. Just 5 weeks ago, you know. Let me see what the budget was. Other folks, hold on. Let me get the budget for you. Hold on. Let me get the budget. I don't know we just had the statistics here. Let me get the budget. Last year, how much Nyan Gatsby Dolly get last year? Education and training. Last year she get $7.5 billion. The second highest of any ministry. The health ministry get the highest. $7.5 billion. The year before that, you know how much she get? $8 billion. Billion dollars. The highest. The year before that, you know how much? $7.4 billion against the highest. The year before that, $6.8 billion, the highest. So Nyan Gatsby Dolly, when you come in to the people and talking your garbology and dotishology and foolishology, that's why we want all your gone. We don't want all the CG powers of the parliament as government for the next 40 years. We don't want to see all your, we know we need our opposition. Listen, we might as well put Makela Pandey because she go disappear. Put Makela Pandey, or look, go and take Duke from Tobago and put him too. Put Duke too. Put it too.
If I may, Mr. Chairman, the story that you are weaving, Mr. Minister, is very familiar. And you are in charge now, and so is the Minister of Education.
Well, I appreciate your confession.
If I may finish.
Can we have questions?
There we go. Should be a shame of yourself, Nyan Gatsby Dolly. Shame. Yeah? In just 3 years, you have $20-something billion. $billion. What you do with it? You couldn't renovate a little school Piccadilly. That might have cost maybe $2 million. You know what? You could have given somebody in that community of Lavantil and environs a little contract. Yeah. But nah, you ain't do that, Nyan Gatsby Dolly. Yeah. Miss Georgia, welcome.
Hey, Professor, how are you?
I'm excellent. And Tommy.
Hi, Uncle Tommy.
Hello, Miss Georgia.
Watch now. Shame? Shame, you say? Shame is too much of a good of a word. That lady had the nerve to ask if this money will clear up all the arrears. Madam, you were there. You were there in government for 2 terms. You were the minister last term. And you asking about, you should have cleared up the arrears.
Miss Georgia, she get, last time she get $7.512 billion. Billion.
Wait, hold on. 20 million was spent on a roof that still ended up leaking.
Correct is right. St. George's. Was it St. George's in Bartaria? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then she had the nerve to ask, when will this be? When will this be what? When will this be starting? And how long? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You all have nerve. They all had nerves today. Like I don't know if the kid just got up out of a deep, deep sleep, or they're suffering from amnesia or early onset of Alzheimer's or something like that. They didn't realize they were in the government for the last 2 terms. Then the young people, the young ones who came out, they must tell them, make ruction, we want confusion. Because then Hans Devine gonna ask, so why are we spending all that money on computers? Why don't we pay the arrears? I said, what? So I started to wonder, when these people and them have homes and budget, when I tell you they are lost, they are totally lost. That is showing you how they really care about your children or the children of the country. In the United States of America, I could tell you from where I am in Georgia, it does not matter if you have money or don't have money. Every child from elementary all the way to high school, we have laptops. We don't do textbooks anymore. The schools are, I visit Trinidad one day, a few months ago, and I was driving through and I was asking someone when I was driving, I was like, is that a school? There's like, yeah. I said, is it still from this like, yeah, Bush? As a student, I will be ashamed to be walking into that school. It will depress me to be walking, the louvers missing, Bush all over, it's like derelict. They do not care about the society. And if Trinbagonians put this government back in office, they like it so. They're not even accepting mediocre. They don't even understand. This current government have to clean up. You understand? They're not just sweeping floor, They have to rebuild. It is like you had a beautiful mansion and you just was selling the bricks, the foundation, your louvers, the frame, the door, everything dirty, your kitchen and your toilet, and your bathroom. It is horrible. And I'm sitting down reading the comments of people, and I was like, do y'all not understand? If they had all the answers and they knew XYZ, they had 9.5 years plus how much months, days or whatever, to fix things, and they did not. Yes, our kids need computers. Yes, the public service need to be digitized. Yes, people need ease of doing business. Yes, the agriculture sector need improving. Yes, it has so much. Yes, what is wrong with y'all? And why would you want your government to fail? Y'all don't even realize how much debt they take out loans that now you have to pay back within months, and they are okay with it. I can't believe it. I keep telling you all, it's like they have Stockholm syndrome. A government who has been, and nobody can tell me nothing. But you know what? Marvin Gonzalez, Stuart Young, Imbert, all of them, you understand, need to not be there.
All.
Y'all should have never, and we know they didn't get no votes. You understand? Or they had no system to really investigate that election and boundary commission, right? Because no way all people vote for that.
And Miss Georgia,
you cannot tell me.
And that's why we saying Penny weak Beckers, Penelope weak Beckers, weak. She like a jellyfish, a platypus, and an invertebrate. She has no belly, no stomach, or no spine. To put them bunch of losers right next to she, and she sit down there like little Penny in the corner. And she have a voice, the 1% voice, whispering to she and tell she, Penny say this, Penny say that. Penny, okay, your turn to talk now in the press conference. I go talk for 10 minutes, you go talk for 2, and you go sit down. Penny weak Beckles.
I'm telling you, I don't know how people, I am ashamed. And another thing is, because they know the citizens would not go and read, because I went on to the Parliament to look at standing orders, the government if they don't want to give up a answer right then and there, what the ministers on the other side have to do is send a letter. You understand? That will be with their question that could be responded to within 14 to 21 days. You understand? But they're sitting on there telling the chairman about procedure. They themselves not educated about the procedure. And another thing I identify Wall Street. You remember the ministers who were given the giving you the information. Remember, the public servants are the one who are in the system working. They know the numbers and everything. Do you imagine these public servants who were working under that past administration? They was in so much distress working with those people.
Because they had to lie for them. They had to lie for them.
Exactly.
They had to lie.
You know, it is a shame. And then what people not realizing, questions that had nothing to do with nothing, or statements that was made, they are like hit dogs hollering. Like I was like, but that's not what they say. Why all they selling out all themselves? But again, a lot of people do not listen to understand. They listen to respond, or they listen for the propaganda and the bacchanal. And no, honey, I'm not about that. These are your children who's going to be, y'all had debt that in 2040 and 2060 and 2070, this government have to clean up all. Y'all know where y'all are? But at the end of the day, a responsible government and governance could help. You understand what I'm saying?
Correct.
I'm telling you, it does not repeat itself. Where when a government coming in to clean up things, and when things start to look nice, you understand? You come and bring in this government to make it look. Don't be fooled, people. Don't be fooled.
And the father said is asleep at the wheel.
Watch now. I assume if I was Gatsby Dolly, I would be quiet. I would be quiet. Your schools are failing. And then to see how they don't even understand. If you have a St. Mary's children's home that you needed $12 million for the operations of the home for the fiscal year 2024 to 2025, right? And right now, 3 months more to go, you are at 11.4 million. Obviously, you need additional money for the operational. That means there was not sufficient.
Thank you.
So you were underscoring things about build community center and library.
Correct.
How far that get you all?
Thank you.
How far you get? Because none of the kids in reading, and all the kids had to go for lessons to sit exam. Reading is fundamental, and they can't read.
Thank you.
Ms. Georgia, it was more important to build a zoo, to build an entertainment complex in the zoo for the animals.
Yeah, to spend, Ms. Santa Cruz, welcome. To spend $50-something million. $50-something million.
Uncle Tommy.
Yeah.
And to everybody out here.
Yes, Ms. Santa.
Wall Street, yeah. I think Likoto Jumbi eat that woman's shame. They had to eat that woman's shame. How much money did Garcia get as Minister of Education? You said she got 7-point-something billion.
7.5 billion.
Right, and you coming to tell this present government,
yeah,
right, that they know to fix it?
Yeah.
What was she fixing here? Fixing the red couch? What? We asking questions?
Yeah, we are. What Miss Santa Cruz? Miss Santa Cruz, in the last 4 budgets, she get one of the highest allocation of $8 billion.
Right.
8 billion, you know.
That is in each budget, Wall Street.
Boy, say that again.
I'm asking if that was in each budget.
No.
The
last budget, she get 7.5 billion. The budget for 23-24, she get 8.022 billion. That was the highest.
This woman getting billions.
Billions. You know, in 2021, it was 7.9 billion. All you think is joke money passed through there? And you come today to talk about you Gatsby Dolly. Look, go and sit down in the corner.
So Wall Street, we can safely say, on an average, in the last 5 years, she got 7, 8, let's say $7.5 billion.
7.5 billion, yes. Average of 7.5 billion.
Yeah, well, a total overall now for the 5 years that she there, let's say she get about 40 billion.
Correct is right. We could have, we could.
And what she did with it? You telling this government now that they didn't know to fix it?
Yeah, they are.
I tell you, the Lekoto job, eat that woman shame. It eat all of them shame. Don't ask a weak belly penny coming to talk about the quality of the PNM in Parliament is better than the quality of the UNC in Parliament. In which life?
Yeah.
In which life?
Yeah.
Yeah, the stupid questions they're asking.
Yeah, you're right. But Penny Beckers, PNM quality in Parliament beats UNC quantity. Where Penny? Where? Must in the Penny Bank? The Penny Bank still open, you know that?
She forgetting it's 26 to 13.
Hey, Miss Santa Cruz.
And 26 intelligent people.
Miss Santa Cruz, you know about the Penny Bank in Trinidad? You know about the Penny Bank?
Yeah, that's at the corner, Duke and Charlotte Street.
Down there, yeah. That bank still open? Maybe Penny on that bank?
No. Penny owns something. Penny even own the political leader of the party or opposition leader.
Oh,
she could own something. The woman is a failure.
Yeah.
And the next one who's a failure is Archbishop Berkeley. I have to mention him tonight. Archbishop Berkeley said in his 2015 Easter message, hold on, a resurrection is coming, right? A resurrection is coming to save the people. When the PNM won the election, you did not hear a word from Archbishop Berkeley until today. You are hearing that man talking about leaders. That man used everything that Rowley said, from email gate right down to who getting land and who not getting land, which were all like on his pulpit, Wall Street. That man was preaching the gospel of the PNM from his pulpit. He went quiet for 5 years. Look at what took place in this country. Not one day he condemned the nastiness that Rowley was saying about Mrs. Prasad and the rest of the people of them. Not one day. But today you come out now with the Chief Justice to talk. Yeah, see, we read. Hey, I wonder if we can find them red cookie broom boy. I wonder what they do with it. We really need jarring them with them cookie broom, you know.
Yeah.
But Wall Street last night had sent a voice to for you. But I don't know what happened. We didn't get to hear it. Right?
Okay.
They started playing it about Rowley being what he like the hot air and gas that like just like the rocks that he's studying. Right? And look today he come to say he want to go back to his first love. I thought his first love was Roslyn. I didn't know it was being a volcanologist.
But Miss Santa Cruz, I thought that fella told us he was gonna retire to spend time with the family. That fella could lie, yeah?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Oh God, the man is a chronic liar. That man will get rigor mortis before he dies.
The man does lie.
And you know, he was talking about words. Kamala say that he starts this and he starts that.
Yeah.
But people like they forget when he talk about talk about geometry and lie and say he said geometry. He telling the public servants that they are lazy. He said he never said, and the headlines were big. Rowley called them lazy. You want to play with words, Rowley? You want to play with words? We have a lot, you know, that you spoke about on the platform and elsewhere and try to twist it around now. Yep. But let me tell you something. You see all of them? They laugh and stuck on the PNM. They are, and we who vex that we still campaigning, we will campaign from now until 2030.
Correct.
Right? The PNM must not ever get back there.
Never.
Again, because they destroy this country. Never.
Never.
Thanks a lot, Wall Street. Take care.
Never. We don't want to hear them. Right? And they could try all they want. They could try all kind of things, Tommy. Right? They could go up in Lekoto and Tobago. They could try all kind of things. Right? We will make sure they never see the powers of the Parliament of Trinidad and Tobago. They'll always have to sit on that side. Right? And if we could get Makila Pandey to come out from her slumber, because she's in her slumber, and maybe she could team up with a few others in them, and maybe there might be a better opposition. Financial Guru, welcome.
Yeah, good night, Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Same to you.
Let me turn down this here because I'm listening to you here, and I don't want to have any reverber, any sort of I like to use the word reverberation. I don't even know if that's correct. But Professor Wall Street, I've been listening to your show yesterday, the Father's Day show, and I've been taking in a lot of things. You know, having worked and still work in the finance industry and having worked in Trinidad and Tobago and dealing with, you know, as an accounting officer, as a financial officer, you know, I listened to what I was listening before your show started. I started listening to the Standing Finance Committee, and I was going through the 3.1 or $3.18 billion required for the supplemental. And I want to start with, and I hope you just give me a couple of minutes just to permit me just to say some things, because it's very important that people understand. I've listened to quite a few people and they're making very substantial points. The PNM lacks the education and experience in terms of financial fiscal management. And that starts with Colin Imber, the 49-1 guy who was talking and trying to berate Mr. Elder regarding the sub judice law, and he was put in his place. Colin Imbert and Keith Rowley, I've said this before, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy, can you put a Baba to fly a 380, a A380 with two engines out? Can you do that?
Never.
Can you do that realistically? Whether you say he's a bright guy, can you do that? And that goes to the callousness of Keith Rowley, the person who was a geologist, and Stuart Young making decisions with Rohan Sinanan, with Franklin Kahn, that did and Gatsby Dolly concerning financial issues, not relying on experts. And let me start with this. With regards to the supplemental for the Ministry of Education, I have worked in different areas of finance as a CFO, assistant CFO, and then as assistant CFO. You have to know not only accounting, you need to know, you did your accounting degree, Professor Wall Street. You have to deal with bank reconciliation. You got to deal with the IRS. You got to deal with the Trinidad and Tobago Board of Inland Revenue. You got to deal with options, finance, accounting, transparency issues, reconciliation, and Colin Imbert as the person who was in charge had no idea what he was doing. And as a consequence, you could have, for the second year in a row, the Auditor General not having the ability to make a decision or write off on the accounts of Trinidad and Tobago. 1.5 billion is unaccounted for, according to the Auditor General. You have issues with Alvin Hillier and the Central Bank. And the fact is, the Central Bank, although the Auditor General removed itself because probably they were frustrated in 2023, cannot audit the Central Bank's books because what is called the source documents, when you're doing any reconciliation for a budget, you have to have source documents, receipts. You have to have some sort of idea of where that information came from. And here it is, you having people like Stuart Young today making jokes against Ravi Ratiram, talking about double palm and triple palm, and then Marvin Gonzalez talking a set of nonsense, as well as Miss Dolly. Let me just point out one thing before I go. Professor Wall Street, I've worked in different parts with regards to commercial and residential leasing. That includes buildings here in the United States. I'm talking about hundreds of millions of dollars. Gatsby Dolly, Mrs. Dr. Nyan Gatsby Dolly, had a budget, let's assume over the last 10 years, if it was about 7 billion, $6 to $7 billion, you extrapolate that, that's about $70 billion, give or take. If the government of Trinidad and Tobago under Mrs. Kamla Prasad Bisesa left 105 schools, you had different types of schools left to show that the nation needs to put into education. And most of these schools were almost 70 to 80 to 90% finished. My God, what would it have taken, even if you didn't want to finish the schools? Because I've worked in that area before, in Trinidad and Tobago, and I can tell you that. You let those schools be dilapidated at 90%. Why couldn't Keith Rowley? Why couldn't Nyan Gatsby Dolly or Anthony Garcia or Colin Imbert say, why can't we just put a $50 to $60 billion budget? First of all, to have what is called security, so the schools won't be vandalized. And during the next 10 years, if they had put just $100 to $200 million of that in an escrow account for capex, for school building, that would have been 1.8% of the national budget. You hear what I'm telling you? If they had put $200 million annually for capex, meaning to finish those schools, they would have had $2 billion to finish all these schools. But yet now what we have is we have this madness, and Gatsby Dolly coming to talk down to Mr. Dowlat regarding this issue. And I'm saying again, you cannot put a barber. I don't care what Brian Manning say. I don't care what Pastor Google say, how he bright and all of that. And even Mrs. Teixeira said that this morning on a breakfast show. Colin Imbert is bright. Bright means not only book smart. I already told you my father, who came from Guyana, right? He did not have, he left school in Trinidad in 1935. He would have been 100 years. And you always told me, but he was bright as a bulb. You know why? Because he eventually went back to school. But the fact is, he said, boy, you have a lot of book sense. Book sense, however, does not trump common sense. And what the PNM, Gatsby Dolly, Mrs. All of them, I can't even name them, they don't have any common sense, including the former leader, because this is a mess. And Mrs. Visesa Prasad and Mr. Devandranath Tanku, they have a lot of work to do, Professor Wall Street. So PNM should not come back in power with them bunch of sad sacks in the opposition. They don't deserve it. They've messed Trinidad and Tobago up, and this opposition should think carefully what they are saying. Good night, Professor Wall Street.
Thank you.
Good night, Uncle Tommy. We must continue, Professor Wall Street. The reason why I'm doing this, as I say, I want a better Trinidad and Tobago, just as like you, because I don't plan to stay in this United States if God's will be like.
Let me take this other call, Financial Guru. Let me take this other
Thank you, Financial Guru.
Have a good night, Professor
Thank you,
Wall
man.
Street.
Thank you. Caller, welcome. Caller.
Good night. Can you? Yes, I'm calling from. Yes, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Where you calling us from, caller?
Calling from Trin City.
Trin City. Yeah. Well.
Right. Right. Okay.
What's your name?
I was listening to your last caller, your last contributor, and he knows what he's talking about.
Correct.
He hit the nail on the head with regard to finance. Those guys don't know what they're talking about. Right? I have spent many years in accounting. I'm an accounting practitioner. When I started doing accounting, it was in payroll at the age of 17. Right? I was doing payroll for 200 industrial factory workers back then. My first encounter with auditors for that year end, right, was private sector financial audit. You sit with the auditor, you go through all your payroll steps, you go through all your payroll processes, and you prove the actions that you took.
Correct.
And I learned plenty.
Yeah.
Age of 17, I'm now 65. Right? Yeah. It is unheard of that you, as the Minister of Finance, would ask an auditor to include $2.3 billion into the accounting without documentary evidence. It don't work like that.
Correct.
And then fellas sit down in the finance committee and want to talk down to the UNC members. I mean, it is so shameful, the audacity of them fellas talking down to people. You understand? Talking about fiscal management, right? And the response were, how many vehicles that you're funding for gas, oil, and lubricants? Yeah. And the UNC response was the same set of vehicles we meet there that you were funding all the time, right? So you want to catch the UNC in something with bringing in vehicles from some family member who renting. They bankrupt of ideas. All they have is arrogance and stupidity. You understand? Fast forward to today, right? I have worked in the private sector for many years. 2 state enterprises, and I'll tell you something. And with one of those state enterprises, we are the Auditor General auditing the accounts. right? As a matter of fact, with the two state enterprises, we had Auditor General auditing the accounts. I could never put God out my thoughts as a senior to tell the Auditor General, well, I include in this $100, $600, $500,000 in the books of accounts, right? But I don't need to give you documentary evidence. And there's no way they're accepting that. I would have been fired in the morning.
Correct.
You understand? So them fellas joking. And your caller, your last contributor, he knows exactly what he's talking about. They are clueless. Caller Embo don't know what he's talking about with regard to finance. He's clueless. All the best he could do is be arrogant, rude, and continue to be downright stupid. Fellas,
thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good. I'll continue following the program.
Yeah, man.
Stay good, stay blessed, and stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And you stay locked on.
Yeah, that's why we call him the financial guru, because what we do here is we bring. Yeah, Miss Georgia, you had 2 minutes before the top of the hour. Go ahead.
Last second, I just want to say, while PNM was so caring about children, we still don't know about the Judith Jones report. We still don't know what happened to the 2,600 kids during COVID was just disappear, and we still want to know about Akil Chambers. May he rest in peace. But we'll never make PNM, even when they're 6 feet under, their children and grandchildren will always hear those things. Right? Thank you. Say what all you want to say in the comments.
Thank you, Miss Georgia.
Yeah. And yes, all you say the campaign over, right? All you PNM, all you could say what you want if we still campaigning. We go hold all your foot to the fire. Wait. We go hold all your foot to the fire. Yeah. That's what we go do. What they thinking like last time? No. Fire! We go hold all your foot to the fire.
And we keep on calling out the fourth estate too.
Yes, the fourth estate too. Them and you know what I gotta start to do? I go start to write editorials on their editorials. You understand? On their editorials. Because all of a sudden now, their fingers on them, it's moving fast now, you know. It's fast. They're writing all kind of things. But no longer we go just sit on ID by and watch all they try to demonize. You see like how the PNM used to demonize the TH in Tobago? You see how they used to do it? Right? No longer we people sitting idly by and think they will get away with their rhetoric. Right? And we had the right person for them in the parliament, the new speaker. Is an education. They're taking them back to kindergarten in Trinidad and Tobago in that parliament. But folks, yeah, and we had the numbers, the education numbers. This is the place we just give all your facts, you know. But folks, we're going to go for a quick break. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington. And when we come back, we're going to get to most of the voice notes. I know we haven't got to most of the voice notes. I'm going to get to that. And we have some other videos we're going to play. Stick and stay. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington. You on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, as soon as you get in, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV and YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And don't forget what the professor say. Share that live.
We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsh, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Of course, the numbers here are 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509.
So Tommy, let me get some voice notes here. Okay.
I have some. You want me to start it?
Hold on. Let me get these voice notes. 1 minute. All right, I got these here.
Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy. Like Beckles does only get your voice when she was Paris. Saturday night they had meeting in San Fernando. And they'll talk about CPEP and URP. How much they're going to lose their job. So that's all that they know. Spread propaganda and lies. My God. Because she can't hide herself. You know? She ain't no leader. Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy. Man Gatsby Dolly was spending the money to repair the red coach. You know? So how the hell is she going to spend money to fix school? When she had to spend money to fix the red coach. And far as Makila is concerned, after election, they had heard about her twice and after she disappeared. I don't know if she gone Mars or where she gone. But I think probably she got married. That's why.
Hold on, Tommy.
Okay.
I have a next one.
Okay.
Oh gosh, Brooklyn. You know, PNM are the pipers too. They are PNM pipers, you know. Oh, you just find them to go and vote for them too when election time come up. Just remember that. And you know something, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street, if Gatsby Dolly, right, was fixing up the schools, just like how she's fixed up she hair and she makeup, she's do one every week, all them schools will have fixed her up because she was there for 5 years. And she always having a new hairdo or a new makeup or a new hairstyle every time. So if she was doing that for the schools, like how she doing that for herself, for the makeup and thing and the hairdo, all them schools would have fixed for the 5 years she was there now. All in all. Have a good day, gentlemen. She leave the big Tyler go bar in the ground day and telling the UNC now them in charge, so them have to clean it up. Right? She was not presiding over the go bar or it is heaping up, but them have to clean it up. You ever hear foolishness coming from somebody like Dolly Mouth? That is why she went in Parliament to come and say today she should be shamed. Be shameless. Gosh, well, that is what they put in there to talk. Well, the PNM, or they in for some real rough waters there. Can't put smoke on their pipe. Professor Walsh and Uncle Tommy. Miss Georgia deserves a round of applause. Give she a round of applause for that sterling contribution she made there. Hats off to you. Hats off to you. You deserve a round of applause.
Let me give she a round of applause. Let me give her a round of applause. Let me give her a round of applause. Have a nice one there. How was it?
I came out. Okay, you put me back in.
That was it?
I'll have to check and see if there's anything else.
All right. Let me play.
Go ahead. Go ahead and play meanwhile.
Yeah. Neil says, good night, Uncle T on Wall Street. The wicked trying. We sat and waiting. Yeah, we sat like Mapipi. Yeah. We sat like Mapipi waiting for them. We only waiting for them. We waiting. As soon as they come up, bam, bam, sting. Sting. What it have a song, Tommy? Oh, yeah. What is that for? Ronnie McIntosh, biting insects.
Yep.
Biting insects.
Yeah, too much of biting insects.
Yeah. We biting insects. We like biting insects. Come on, wow, chomp. Biting insects. Yeah. Well, I think we joking. No shame she have. Put her head in her posy. Oh God. Oh, shit. Neil. All right, Neil. Tony says, good night, my brother. Great program. Locked on from Trinidad. Tony Griffith. Tony, welcome.
Welcome, Tony.
Yeah. Yeah, we go play that one just now. Let me play
Good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy. Mr. Washington, Dominic Roman feel he's still on YouTube. That man forget he in Parliament. Or the first day in Parliament, he did come to talk about 2010 to 2015. That is the same nonsense he does be talking on the YouTube channel. Right? But I haven't been seeing Camille Robertson absent from the board sitting. I haven't seen she. Also, I see Penny asking her a question there, like she trying to feel important. As the leader of the opposition, she's not really making sense right now. Also, the Minister of Energy, Rudal Munilal, not even Stuart Young, the former Minister of Energy, had questions to ask him. Nobody didn't ask. No question on the Ministry of Energy.
Yeah. Tommy, I have a next voice note. Let me play this one.
Go ahead. I have no more voice notes.
Okay, all right.
Hi, Low Jack Gamble. 4 points. Good evening again. Well, the village is on. Nice. Don't know how the reception is because very noisy here on the ship. I'm rendering on to Caesar. One, I think people need to pay more attention to the whole question of the anthem. I mean, it is so disappointing to see the anthem is being played and to see what is happening with individuals. I don't know, there should be some kind of re-education nationally concerning the anthem, because yesterday after that game of Matura side, anthem playing and to see, I said, nah boy. So I am suggesting that is something that should be done. We have the Independence Parade and thing coming up. Well, there are those who didn't used to be there. They weren't there for a while. It's possible that they'll be there now. And I'm hoping that red will be there, yellow will be there, blue, green. Why? Because we have one country. It's one Trinidad, one Tobago, one union. Oh God, there's no need for us to be so adversarial, boy. No need for that at all, you know. And hear this. If some kind of disaster should visit us, God forbid, you will be amazed to see the unity. I think of Greenvale, boy. When we went up there to help, to assist, here, man, it had no color, no. It had no party, you know. You understand? Who bring food, who bring clothes, who bring this, who bring that. And everybody chipping in. And I'm sure there are other areas that people can testify of where that kind of thing happened. So, gosh, let us not have to, let We don't wait for something to happen. And we go unite and one country and one people. Oh God, don't let the politics do that. And don't let those 6.5, you understand, put us in that kind of mode. Please. It is not good for our health, our national health. Education. Yes, I agree. Education should get the most amount of money. I agree with that. It should. The 6.5 ain't gonna be telling the students and them, hey, all that don't study, don't think, because I know work. What sense you're going to all of that? And next thing, with a gun in the hand, a knife, a big stone, a piece of wood, you understand, looking to take whatever little somebody else have. We could fix that. Use the opportunity you have wisely. Yeah? One country. One country, one love, one God. Yeah.
Caribbean Soul, could you translate that voice note there for me, please? Caribbean Soul to WZYE, please translate that voice note. Because I don't even know what that fella was talking about. To be honest with you. I don't.
Fire! 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 Fire!
Mr. Florida.
Oh God, hey, what's that? Because I don't even know what to say with that man.
Yeah,
nah. Tell him, man, he has so much flaws in that voice. Don't you know? See there.
I don't know what that fella say in that voice. No, you know. He does. I wonder if he does listen back to them voice note on him.
Mr. Anthem, when you man listen back,
let's say when.
He does feel proud when he listen back to your voice note. He just put his foot up in the air. Man, is proud.
Oh God, Father, please put that hand.
Let me tell you, he has so much flaws in that voice note. He said, being national anthem. Here, every creed and race find an equal place. That happening in Trinidad? Is that happening in Trinidad? And then he say, when it have a disaster, we will come together. When it had the pandemic, when citizens tell the citizens who was living outside, stay there, don't bring them back. And where was he when the government didn't want to bring back them from in Barbados and from outside? And when they didn't want to give them funding, where was he? Did he speak out on it? And it's you, Mr. Anzaman, you, Mr. Tony and Diana, help so many people. And I don't even talk about it, but I will talk about it. And then he just talk about being patriotic. What happened in Parliament? You're supposed to make a voice note on that because they're seeing the flaws of the PNM and it's coming out to light because you know why? They cannot answer when they get schooled by the Speaker of the House. And you have nothing to say about that. But you hear what you're talking about. You hope for Independence Day. You hold red and blue and things. Brother man, Independence Day was handed to us. We didn't fight for Independence Day. We was given Independence Day. Take it and go. So we don't know nothing about that. All right, Mr. Answer, Mr. Tommy. Look on this.
Yeah, man.
A voicemail.
Hold on. Brooklyn, welcome.
Good night. Washington Uncle Tommy again.
Yeah.
Good night.
Uncle Tommy, I wonder if that Don Scott and Joseph don't know that the man who write the national anthem for Trinidad and Tobago was never properly well paid by the PNM government, which was Eric Williams. They never paid the man. So we respect you talking about people must stand up straight like this, Robert. The man wasn't paid. And secondly, the man who write the national anthem, Gordon Joseph, was leaving Trinbagonian.
Guyanese.
Gordon Joseph, let me educate you because you fully done so. You fully PNM done. The person that write them words was not on Trinbagonian. Secondly, the PNM Eric Williams government did not pay the man. He's a pauper. He probably died a pauper. His family was on just recently speaking about that. That man's supposed to be, that's supposed to be like, we're supposed to be learning about But yet still, even that man, the PNM failed. Just like PNM Gemma Gordon Joseph, the PNM failed to give that man any type of recognition. But yet still, you Gordon Joseph, sending a long voice note to tell we must stand up straight and listen. Gordon Joseph, God, boy, the program was good all night. As you come, you spoil it. Washington and go Tommy, have a good night.
Yeah.
Good night. But suffice it to say, the national anthem was written for the West Indian Federation by a Guyanese. But with the Federation coming and failing, Eric still adopted it for Trinidad and Tobago.
You trying to educate Gordon Dryden Joseph?
Well, I'm just stating some facts, but we have another voicemail. Let's hear it.
Okay.
Good night, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. Let me comment every quarter from Miss Georgia. Go right back for the contribution tonight. They were spot on. They all these contributions they made, they're spot on everything that they talk about what this PNM government do. But you see the sycophants and they want people to hear that. They want people to think that this PNM government now coming to opposition, right? And the UNC was in government for the last 15 years. But it's not so. It's the mess and the comments on it leave there that the people have to clean up. And that is the truth that they come out. They have to come out with all that all they do and expose it. Fire Bunny PNM. Have a good night, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Professor Wall Street, I'm going to take legal action for you, you know. I'm going to take legal action against you for this terrorist kind of performances bring on people here. You're terrorizing people here with this man voice note. Here we have certain contributions by people before him talking about what's going on in this country. And he talking about adversary politics and all kind of foolishness about anthem and thing. If you have people that stand up for the anthem, why ain't going to straighten them out and let them hit your bottle in your head and see what happens? You understand? You can't go and fix that. Yeah, you go fix it up in your football game now. And you're talking about adversarial politics. The people only talking the truth of what they find. So they must keep them out quiet and behave like nothing happened in the last 10 years. What your PNM government do. They must shut up and stay quiet, right? That is what you want. Oh, there's a waste here, Gordon Dryden. There's a waste. Have a good day, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
All right. You have a next one?
No, that's it.
Is it? Let me get one here. This is
good night, Mr. Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. Mr. Wall Street, so the translation for Gordon, what he said there, Gordon is saying that he does play international cricket, right? But he's saying that people that say that they only know about Puran and Pollard and they don't know about Gordon Joseph. But what Gordon Joseph is saying is when a player not come out to play, he does feel for a man.
Oh Lord.
Hold on,
Caribbean soul is too much.
Yeah, hold on. That's the.
I tell you, we have some.
Sorry about that.
Yes, we have some good ones.
Yeah, sorry about that. Something happened here. Yeah. Oh God. Podcast. You know what? I had a young lady in my class today, this semester, Tommy. And her last name was, how you pronounce that? Castan? How you pronounce that, Tommy? Castane?
Let me put on my glasses.
I'm shocked. And she told me her grandfather was it her grandfather who wrote the national anthem for Trinidad and Tobago? She was in my class this past semester. Yeah? But somebody wanted to give a round of applause to, let me see this, Miss Santa Cruz or Castany. Okay. Dane can't just send it to me. Castany. You see that well, like what? Castany. There we go. Two people. Castany. All right, Castany, thanks a lot, Miss Georgia and Dane. Castany, yeah. Although me and my Chumakat language. You know what I mean? So folks, listen to this contribution by Dominic Smith, the Minister of AI in the Cabinet. I want you all to listen to this. Take a listen to this. Listen to this.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you to the viewing public, all members present. I certainly am privileged and honored to now take a position as the substantive Minister of Public Administration and Artificial Intelligence. And Mr. Chairman, today I speak not just as the Minister entrusted with the modernization of government and the public administration, but as a citizen who has watched, like so many others, the unchecked erosion of public confidence over the past decade. What we inherited, Chairman, was not just fiscal deficit, but a credibility deficit as well. Not just buildings, Chairman, in disrepair, but I dare say institutions in decay. Not just poor infrastructure, Chairman, but what can be considered a poor excuse for leadership and good governance. A government off the rails, Chairman. A government of distorted realities. And that has been quite clear by the comments made opposite. Chairman, a callous government, an unruly government, a government void of compassion, Chairman. And it has showed continuously, even as they warm the seats in opposition, they remain brutally arrogant and callous to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. So, Chairman, as I said, I'd like to take leave of my 5 minutes on this occasion, because let us not fool ourselves. This 3.1 billion supplementary appropriation is more than a budget correction. It is an admission of what the government has failed to do. We have inherited buildings leased and left empty, contracts signed with no implementation strategy, towers outfitted for press conferences but not for people, public servants forced to operate with 20th century tools in a 21st century world. The now opposition had the mandate, they had the money, and they had the moment, but unfortunately, they lacked the management. And that is where this government now takes the reins. Chairman, what was presented as public sector transformation was little more than a branding exercise. Ministries operating in silos, services fragmented, and citizens, the most importantly, forced to beg for basic access to the very institutions meant to serve them. Chairman, governance is not glorified caretaking. And as the Minister of Public Administration and Artificial Intelligence, we are here to make the appropriate changes. We're not about slogans. We're not about optics. We are about outcomes. An outcome-oriented government, Chairman. And so as we approach this appropriation, and in particular...
There you have it, folks. There you have it. And folks, the word I took out of that 4-minute speech: credibility, credibility. Credibility is the quality of being trusted and believed in. Let me repeat that. Credibility, the quality of being trusted and believed in. Just Friday, we had the former Minister of Finance lying in the Parliament. Former Prime Minister Rowley had a post on his Facebook page lying. They are diabolical liars. You cannot believe anything they tell you. If they tell you run, walk backwards. If they tell you walk, run backwards. If they tell you jump, walk backwards. They are diabolical liars. They are vindictive. They are unscrupulous. They are nefarious. They are heinous. We cannot trust them in government, and we can't trust them in opposition either, because they are liars. They are very good with propaganda and lying. That's what they are good at. So we have to keep on them, and as soon as they try something, we have to call them out. Call them out. We're not letting them sleep this time. We go be on the case. And folks, we have a speaker in the house now that taking them to school. You see that PNM miseducation they get? That miseducation they get? Right? We're gonna be schooling them now. We're schooling them. Schooling session for the PNM. And you see Penny weak, Penelope weak, Beckers? Yeah, Penny. You're weak. When you call a press conference, Penny, why are you stealing the UNC ideas? All of a sudden, Mrs. Kamala Prasad Basessa, the transformational leader, transforming everything. She transforming things. And Penny, you just following along. It's just like the last 10 years you was just saying, don't get following. You had no voice. Your vocal cords were gone. Like it had permanent Novocaine that became temporary after you become the political leader and the opposition leader. But we don't want to hear you. We do not want to hear you. I see our next voice note coming here.
When you're done with that, I have one also.
Go ahead, play yours.
Good night, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. Let me comment every quarter for Miss Georgia. Go right back for the contribution tonight. They were spot on. They all these contributions they made were spot on everything that they talk about what this PNM government do. But you see the sycophants and them want people to hear that. They want people to think that this PNM government now coming to opposition, right? And the UNC was in government for the last 15 years. But it's not so. It's the mess and the comments that they leave there that the people have to clean up. But that is the truth that they come out. They have to come out with all that all they do and expose it. Fire burn the PNM. Have a good night, gentlemen. Professor Wall Street, I'm going to take legal action for you, you know. I'm going to take legal action against you for this terrorist kind of performance you bring on people here. You're terrorizing people here with this man voice note. Here we had certain contributions by people before him talking about what's going on in this country. And he talking about adversary politics and all kind of foolishness about anthem and thing. If you have people that stand up for the anthem, why ain't going to straighten them out and let them hit your bottle in your head and see what happens? You understand? You can't go and fix that. Yeah, you can fix it up in your football game now. And you're talking about adversarial politics. The people only talking the truth of what they find. So they must keep them more quiet and behave like nothing happened in the last 10 years. What your PNM government do. They must shut up and stay quiet, right? That's what you want. Oh, there's a waste here, Gordon Dryden. There's a waste. Have a good day, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Let me take this call. COP, welcome.
Professor Walshit will line back up again. This is my line. Uncle Tommy, I like to call this line.
No worries.
This is my line. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
No worries.
Professor Walshit, they're not just liars, you know. They are pathological liars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pathological liars. Pathological liars. I'm going to say it 3 times.
Yeah.
Them lie for everything.
Everything.
You know the vex with your mother-in-law now? You know the PNM vex with your mother-in-law now?
Yeah.
just what your mother-in-law tell you that a liar could never. What your mother-in-law tell you about a liar?
A liar has no memory.
No memory.
Yeah.
The whole of the PNM they vex with your mother-in-law right now. They saying she's a UNC. She's a UNC.
Oh,
but Professor Walshit, you see the more them speak in Parliament, if it have any bright and it have, but I have to say, if it have any bright and constructive youths in the PNM, it have. They will turn away from the PNM.
Yeah.
Hearing people like Gaspidoli and them today.
Them
will turn away because no intelligent, bright, constructive university student, because the PNM have university student going, studying, will hear Gaspidoli and any one of them ministers I'm speaking now and say, yes, they're speaking the right thing.
Yeah.
The more them speak, is the more the young, intelligent ones in the PNM will turn the back on the PNM and say, no, we're making a mistake. Professor Walshit, the mothers and fathers and grandmothers and grandfathers of the People's National Movement, them cannot tell the children or the young bright ones what they was voting for the PNM for, what development they was voting for. Gaspidoli leave all the schools and them abandoned. Gaspidoli ministry is not 7 point something billion dollars. That's just for this 2025 in a Professor Wall Street.
Yep.
She administration, but that's the Ministry of Education for the past 10 years, received $65 billion.
Yep.
No countries in the Western Hemisphere spend that amount of money in the education system. And we spend, Gaspidoli Ministry spend that money. For the past 5 years now, she is Minister of Education. For the past 5 years, she ministry spent $45 billion. And them asking about $3 million them asking for, questioning that right now. You think that makes sense? And young people out there, young PNM people out there, listen what these people I'm telling you now. Watch your mother and father and ask your mommy, why you was voting for senior citizens to get no pension? If your mother, if your grandmother had $25,000 in the bank, grandma, why? Because you have $25,000 in the bank, you voting for a party that will take away the $3,500 that Kamala give you.
Yep.
Them voting for people to lose the job, you know? And that's what them voting for. They can never say that they're voting for some development in the community, the constituency. Every education facilities it have in the PNM areas that functioning right is the UNC billet. Even in the Crowley area, the UNC billet. And the ones who what the billings and them wasn't finished, that they didn't finish because they lost the election, the PNM leave it just so. Ask your grandmother and your mother and father why you don't want a young child to get a free laptop. Ask them that. It's so sad. PNM stopped all the buses. You know, it had PTSD buses running in communities and picking up people. All them things stopping under the PNM.
You know, COP as I said that. They used to have a bus, used to run up to St. Barb's, a PTSD bus. PNM stopped that, you know. Upsend Babs Davantil.
Citizens and them.
Yeah. Them stop that. I not remember that.
Look PTSD down by San Fernando Wharf over there. Them move out them bus and them from over there. For private developers to build buildings over there. To rent out to them.
Yep.
Because it's state land, they move out the bus and them buy the land to say, well, all right, they give the taxpayers and them $31 million for that land for them to do the development. They may do that, you know. But thank God this government changed. Professor Wolfie, thank you. I think want to take too much of time. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank God this government changed in truth.
I have a voicemail. You want to hear it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Professor Walsh and Uncle Tommy, let me congratulate this fellow, Dominic Smith, on his contribution. That 4-minute contribution, right? He make more sense in that 4-minute contribution than Gordon Dryden Joseph to make in his own. Right? So let Gordon Dryden sit down and listen to how people just talk with sense. The man talking about all what his PNM government leave there. He leave for the people of this country to inherit. Right? For this government to inherit to finish. So put it in your pipe and smoke it, Gordon Dryden.
And the word I took away from that contribution again is credibility. Right? The quality of being trusted and believed in. Credibility. Right? Oh shit. That road cannon and they bus up and down daily. CV. I used to take that bus, Seriously. That road could have had. It was a smaller bus. It was not a big bus.
Right.
It was one of them smaller buses used to go up St. Barb's. And that was a good thing for them people up there. Yeah? Nah. I used to go up. But the PNM get rid of it. The PNM. And you know something? Think about that, A PNM stronghold that had a bus, and that bus was a lot for senior citizens. And other people too as well. And they get rid of it. Imagine that. Them like them people. Them like their own people. Them don't like their people. So folks, listen to Gary.
Gary, Gigi.
Yeah, I know, boy. Like Gigi finally. I don't know, boy. I don't know how to Gigi now, but I will listen.
Happy Father's Day to all relevant fathers, and a special Happy Father's Day to you, Keith Rowley. One of the main things as a father is to show to their children about honesty and not lying to persons. This is a character trait you seem to be missing right now, Keith Rowley. Keith Rowley, I am sending this as a video to you specifically because I did something similar about the same matter just yesterday, but it was a document, and I know you don't have time. You will not have time to read because when you were Prime Minister, you spent 4 odd days on the golf course. Now you'll probably be spending 6, but you still have time now to be making more comments as a person who was retired than someone when you were Prime Minister and we couldn't see you or find you. You made a comment a few days ago accusing persons of being liars. No, Keith Rowley, you are the liar. I am bringing this out once and for all to show to the public what actually transpired as it pertained to the merit list and firearms. 1, Keith Rowley said that he had a document and that he was forced to give it to the Police Service Commission because it was so damning, full of different things. But you had this since March 2021. And in August 2021, you decided to give it. Why did you sit on your tail and have this document under you for 5 months and you did nothing? Tell the country that. If it was so serious, why? Is it because by August you realized there was a commissioner of police that refused to be intimidated and to be influenced in any way to arrest political opponents after $42 million was pumped into the police account? 2, you were then so foolish to state that the National Security Council decided to launch an investigation. Probably that is what you wanted. You wanted a police state. Keith Rowley, you are so clueless. The National Security Council does not have investigative authority. Only the Commissioner of Police, the Police Service, I should say, or the Police Service Commission. So for you to say that you launched an investigation, it shows that you are clueless, but you felt that you wanted powers that you could not get. 3, you are a liar. I am calling you out today, Keith Rowley. You are a liar. You stated that you got a document from an authorized investigative body. That is a lie. There was a a committee, an audit committee that was agreed upon by the Police Service Commission to look into firearm issue. And in that audit committee, for there to be a report, everyone has to sign it. One individual of a whole committee can't sign it. You can't have a subcommittee report from a committee. So to say that you got a document from an authorized body, anytime there's an investigative body dealing with a matter, it must come from either like special branch, the SSA, the SIU, one investigative body. If it was an audit committee, the whole committee must sign. So you got a document, a piece of paper from an individual who spent 6 years, by the way, picking up suitcases when ministers arrived at JFK. Give that to you, and you decide to say that that is an authorized document of a secret report from an investigative body. That is a lie. That is similar to any citizen sending a piece of paper to anybody, and you decided to use that to make a lie to state that it was from an investigative body. So I am calling you out and telling you never got any document from any investigative body, an authorized body, that you gave to the chair of the Police Service Commission. 4, why it is you decided to use President's house as a post office to drop that? Why didn't you send it to the police? You know why? People will know if they send documents to the police and make a report and the report is false, you can be charged for wasting police time. 5, the Police Service Commission resigned in disgust because of it, because they never wanted to suspend anyone, and they knew that the report was worthless because it was not from an authorized body, because it was not signed by all members of the committee. And by the way, the same person who gave you the report, lo and behold, he became director of the SSA. Strange enough. That is what you are, Keith Rowley. So when it is you want to accuse people of lying, you need to look in the mirror, because your comments have been false, misleading, and it is because of you and the most pathetic minister in the history of Trinidad and Tobago, and Fitzgerald Hines. You all went out of your way, and it was because of you all that your government collapsed. Because it was the same action by you all that you went people going out of their way to destroy the characters of others, be it Earl Christopher, Roger Best, Brent Thomas, Pastor Brown. That is what your previous government did. Lie about people to destroy them and discredit them with no evidence, no documentation, no witnesses, no data, nothing at all. But the more you say the same lie over and over, hope that people will believe it. I stood up to you and I exposed the fact, because after 4 years, all of the lies pertaining to firearms, not one person convicted, not one person charged, not one person arrested, not one person even questioned, pertaining to all the lies of the audits that you all claim that you all did. So Keith Rowley, when you want to call people a liar, you need to look in the mirror.
All right, boy, that is GG, boy. Yeah.
Wow.
GG calling out Keith Rowley, boy. Keith Rowley, you gotta look in the mirror, boy. I don't know if you're looking at my mirror. That mirror might break. Yeah, I have a
voicemail.
You have a voice note, yeah. That one did to me. This one. Oh.
Yeah, let me cue it up.
Let me play this one here. Keyshawn, welcome.
Hey, good night, Professor.
Good night.
Wall Street. How are you, Uncle Tommy? Good night.
Excellent.
Good night.
I'm listening to your show, brother, and these people that speaking as smart people, articulating everything. Yeah. I'm so proud of these people. You know, what got me disgusting today is I was listening to the Parliament channel.
Yeah.
Right? And the disrespect for the Speaker of the House. These numbskulls. Are you serious? He should have kicked them out. He should have thrown that Speaker out for disrespecting them. He should have thrown him out. Despicable. You know, one thing I want to another thing I wanted to point out, right? Yeah. You know how they claimed that case was under the Privy Council appeal and all of that, right? Yeah. This is why they say the PNN need to be investigated and thrown out, all of them, every one of them,
all of them,
for their lies. This is why the Privy Council will not give Trinidad and Tobago that they were doing a deal with Jamaica to get the Caribbean court. They will not get it for the lies and the hypocrisy in Trinidad. It is a ding against the Trinidad people. They will never get it. Because you didn't investigate the minister that was lying, including Rowley.
Yep.
Despicable. Despicable people. You know, another thing. You see that where Petra Train was, where the Solomon Hotel Highway is, yeah?
Yeah.
Where Petra Train used to be. Where does all that pipeline run? Do you know that pipelines run all the way to Mayaro, Guari, over there? Where she was building that port, all that pipeline was coming from all the way over there, straight to go to Chagaramas, so they could get the oil in Piparo out there. And I forgot the name of the place, so the oil can travel. You destroy everything. The money that she's talking about, Kamala, our Honorable Prime Minister, need to get that from the oil money. Take it from the oil money that we make. We have so much oil, and they say Trinidad, I have no more oil. You telling me in Marak and Maruga and Grand Shima over there in Marak, there's a little pitch lake there.
Yeah.
There's oil down there. There's oil all over in Maruga out there. They need to start drilling more. They're talking about the budget PNM trying to squander. That's with all you say $40 billion. What did she do with all that money? What did she do with it? You ain't educate the kids properly? And these people vote for them, and then they destroy everything, and you have the audacity to say now that UNC needs to clean up your own mess. Bali say, STEM PNM, Stantec, over $4 billion in electricity money. They didn't pay them. They like to run up things and like to squander the people tax money, but they don't like to pay their bills. How is that fair to the Trinidad and Tobago people? That governor general of the bank, that governor needs to be fired, gone. She needs to fire he or she ass right there. Get rid of she. They need to go permanently. They should outlaw PNM. Get rid of them. The government should get rid of that party. Despicable people.
Hey, is it Kishan or Kishon?
No, Kishan.
Kishon?
Yeah, Kishan. Keshan.
Keshan.
Yes, sir.
So is it pronounced Kishon or Kishan?
Kishan.
Kishon. Sean. Yeah, all right.
Ishan.
Yeah. Thanks a lot,
Yeah,
man. I'm enjoying your show.
Bless.
You too. You guys have a great night.
All right.
You too, Kishan.
Yeah. You know,
bye.
Thanks. I want to say this, I gotta put that. I gotta say this. Tommy, you know the worst thing, boy, is that Gary, is it yesterday that former Prime Minister Rowley became a liar? During the last election, wasn't Prime Minister Rowley still a liar?
He was an outlier.
We didn't hear you say nothing about that.
He was an outlier then.
Oh, yeah, Tommy, he was an outlier. Oh, you get it. There we go. So all of a sudden, Gary find his voice too now, you know? When the PNM was in power, Gary never used to talk the PNM.
What would have happened if the PNM had won? Would he be so vocal?
No. He'd have continued to lamblast the UNC in opposition. And that is what, boy, this hypocrites that we have in Trinidad, these bunch of hypocrites. You understand? And we go call them out. They may not like it.
But we have to.
Like it. If they don't like it, they can lie down by it. That's what they say.
Yep.
But during an election, you didn't call out the PNM, Gary. You did not. You called out the UNC. You attacked Kamala Prasad-Bissessar. How come all of a sudden now, Prime Minister, we've been calling Prime Minister Rowley a liar for years now on this program. We have said a fish doesn't rotten from the tail and a liar has no memory. We've been saying that years now. all of a sudden, Gigi knows now, and I has no memory. Gigi, give me a little rest,
Hey, well, again, bad to worse now. Not just worse now. Okay, so we're on the verge of getting rid of the anthem because the person who wrote the anthem was from Guyana. Yeah, so Trinbago, we didn't accept it. We didn't accept it and been using it for years and have a certain kind of system that we will stand to the anthem and so on. We didn't do that. So what? So because somebody from Guyana write it, so making doubles and making roti, it's somebody from Trinidad come up with that. Making the wheel, making engine for car, somebody from Trinidad. Oh gosh, boy, again worse, boy. No. I had to get a radio program, boy. I had to organize a radio program, boy. The money there already. Yeah, I gotta do that. Yeah, boy.
Folks, put your closing comments in the chat and your closing quotes and send your closing voice notes. Put your closing comments in the chat and send your closing voice notes. But I want you all to look at this. Take a look at this. Take a look at these two things. This is Penelope Week Beckles. This is Penelope Week Beckles. Beckles, PNM quality in Parliament beats UNC quantity. So think about this, right? They kick out the PNM, right? Kick them out. Kick them out. And you talking about quality? You talking about Faris Alwari? That's quality. Colin Burt? That's quality. Marvelous Marvin? Nyan Gatsby Dolly? Domain, Romain, whatever your name is? That's quality. That's why Penny weak Beckles. She weak. She weak. Weak. And here she. Just when you think you can't get more delusional than Rowley, along come Penny weak Beckles. Penelope weak Beckles. Weak. Penny, I tell you, you're weak. You're like a jellyfish, a platypus, and an invertebrate. You have no spine, no stomach, and no belly. You're weak. And we're going to continue to call you weak. Yeah? Don't go to your fridge door, someone take 62. Don't go and close it. Yeah. And that is what it is, you know.
Drajan sent me a voice note too, but I feel it's the same as the one you get.
What is that?
I said Drajan sent me a voice note also, but something telling me it's the same one that you got.
Yeah. Because you just send duplicate. You know what I mean? Let me see something. Yeah, like it. Okay, let me do something here real quick. Let me edit this. Yeah. You know, Tommy, you know what is sad though? It is sad that for the devastation, the tsunami that passed through Trinidad and Tobago the last 10 years under the PNM was a tsunami, you know.
Yep.
An economical tsunami. And many PNM people were suffering peacefully. Now that you have a government that's trying to fix that for the country, you have these same PNM folks who are the treasury for 10 years talking all kind of thing now. Right? How are you going to listen to them? How could you listen to these people? 1 minute.
I have a voice note.
Go ahead, take it. Yeah. How could you listen
So
to
all
these?
the chicken foot sounds I hear in there. Gordon Dryden, Joseph suffering from something called cookie itis, you know. Yes, you have cookie itis. He hearing things that going on that only he could hear, right? Professor Wall Street only talk about the anthem, about who write the anthem, right? Pat Castani. And this man formulate his own thing, you know, to come and say that how we trying to ban the anthem. But what, boy, all the PNM is a special kind of notation, you know, especially you, Gordon Dryden. He's a real mess up, man, boy. A real mess up, man. Like the sea glass get into your head on that boat. You know? You should wash out your face or your brain because the sea glass get into you. Check yourself for dementia. This next thing that they suffer with Alzheimer, yeah, boy. You ain't singing too right now, Gordon. You ain't singing right. Have a good day, gentlemen. Gordon Dryden, Joseph. This is all I can tell you, right? And enjoy it.
Folks, you see, we have work to do. I'm saying we have work to do because we're not gonna allow what happened.
Pocket, right, Gordon Dryden? Put that in your back pocket, a big boo for you.
Okay. Yeah, well.
Yeah, between 2010 and 2015, many people sat idly by and allow the PNM to demonize the government. And they use all kind of propaganda machine. No longer would we allow that to happen. No longer will we sit idly by and see these things happening and not bring it to the forefront. And remember, as Tommy always said, the fourth estate, just imagine, they wrote a story about the prime minister missing a post-cabinet conference. And the opposition leader wasn't in parliament recently for a vote, and it didn't make the front page.
On 2 occasions, she wasn't there.
Okay. And it didn't make the front page. Yeah? The fourth estate. Right? So we have to keep them in check. And we are going to keep them in check. And all you see when they write stories about the government, or they send it to me now. Send it on WhatsApp. WhatsApp it to me. I go do editorials and put it out there. I ain't lying to me. My editorials and just go far and wide there, folks. Far and wide.
Yep.
Send it to me. Yeah? We go bring all of the truth. And we search it. Plenty work, do plenty work. So folks, we're gonna take a quick break. Don't forget, put your closing quotes in the chat and send your closing voice notes. We are gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back after this. Stick and stay. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Stick and stay.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Fire! 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 Fire!
And that's what we bring in here on WZYE 95.9 FM and In the Village. Yeah, we making no joke. That's what we bring in. You know? Yeah? Tommy, did you want to say something?
No, let's wrap up.
All right. Let me hold on. Let me take this voice note. Hold on.
Good night, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy and to everybody out there again. So because we acknowledge Mr. Pakistani of Guyana writing our national anthem, now that is a problem for Gordon. How roti and doubles coming in? Sometimes I wonder. I stand in my shoes and I wonder at this man. Oh God, Gordon, please. You know how we're singing?
Yeah.
God must be so proud of you. Thanks a lot.
You think so? Yeah. I don't know that. Why? So, folks, here's my closing quote. Closing quote, PNM. We're not gonna sit idly by and see things happen, and we ain't getting it, you know.
Father. Good morning, Lord. Today is Monday, Father, June 16th. Before the world even woke up, you were already moving on my behalf, silencing opposing voices, closing doors that would harm me, opening paths I never dreamed of, and preparing victories that will come even when everything seems impossible. Father, I thank you because your protection reaches me even when I don't see it. Your love sustains me even when I don't notice it, and your hand guides me even when everything feels like silence. Today, I don't want to carry the weight of worries. I don't want to be defeated by fear, nor give space to thoughts of failure. I want to lift my head, take a deep breath, and trust with my eyes closed, because I know that heaven is working for me. Even if the day starts with battles, it will end in victory. If tears come, let them be tears of relief. If the road gets hard, let me remember that you have already won for me. May this Monday not be just the start of another week, but the beginning of a new season, of answers, of miracles, of open doors, and of everything you have promised and will fulfill. Amen.
From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, what I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Go ahead, Tommy.
Although the world is full of suffering, it is full also of overcoming of it. Like I say every time, you, the man in the mirror, you must become that change you want to see. However, when you're looking at the mirror, if you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Be safe. See you tomorrow, God willing. Same channel, same time. Good night.
Thank you, Tommy.
You're welcome.
Let me go to the I got a voice note.
Professor Wall Street, you hit the nail on the head. You see now what I tell you that we doing in this country is microscope and telescope politics, right? The Prime Minister, the analyzing she under a microscope. And the same thing Penny could do, and they view it with a telescope. I'm telling you that, you're seeing it for yourself. The kind of rhetoric these people doing. And all these commentators, these media and these social media activists, they're wicked and evil, right? They're not judging the people evenly. They're judging them with bias. And this Prime Minister going to have it hard in the next 5 years. Have a good day, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Good night.
Miss Georgia says Penelope Becker's claim the PNM brings quality over UNC's quantity in Parliament. But if PNM's version of quality means dishonesty, lack of integrity, disrespect for citizens, and neglect of the vulnerable, then Trinidad and Tobago deserve better. We choose the UNC, a team of educated, capable individuals who demonstrate performance, compassion, and a commitment to our children and the less fortunate. A government grounded in equity, meritocracy, integrity, transparency, and resilience is what this nation truly needs. There you go. Thank you, Miss Georgia. Yeah, that's what it is about, you know. That is exactly what it is about. Let me go to the chat, closing comments. Monica Ramke soon says, Isaiah 54 verse 17, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Wall Street, Uncle Tommy and people on their live, good night. Damian Vincent says, good night, everyone. Esther says, evil prevail when good men do nothing. Let's continue to fight a good fight for all of Trinidad and Tobago in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Young Bro at 123 says, the PNM must stay as opposition. They are useless in government, a bunch of non-performance. Absolutely right, Young Bro. We want them to stay in opposition. As a matter of fact, if we could get them out of opposition too, let me do that too. We just don't want to see them. They destroy Trinidad and Tobago. All of them. Every single one of them. A bunch of destroyers. They say the PNM have change makers. Right? It's better we take change makers than to take destroyers, because all of them are destroyers. They destroy Trinidad and Tobago. They mash it up. One set of Dr. Mashups in there. And the leading Dr. Mashup is the golfing one. Batman closing comment. Stay focused, stay consistent, stay positive, and keep moving forward. Thank you. Lenora Cumberbatch. Good night, everybody. Have a safe night. And may you see a beautiful tomorrow. Bless. Thank you. Semantic 62 closing comment. Respect is like a mirror. The more you show it to other people, the more they will reflect it back. APJ Abdul Kalam. I don't know if you Semantic 62. When you show the PNM respect, them just show you disrespect, eh? Vinja says good night, Mr. Walshire and Uncle Tommy and everyone. Have a safe night and a blessed night. Ms. Santa Cruz says, falling down is not a failure. Failure comes when you stay where you have fallen. Socrates. Hey, Ms. Santa Cruz will be getting them deep ones. But CV says, no Wall Street. That's why they steal, because they believe they are better than others. Pearl Sammy says, blessed good night, Professor Walshire and Uncle Tommy, and to everyone, be safe. Love the program. Thank you. Kamini, we go show the video tomorrow. We go show it tomorrow. Yeah, we get our applause and thing already. So, folks, we are out of here. We'll see you tomorrow. Same WZYE time, same WZYE channel. And of course, you know, we always go out with our anthem song. All right? See you tomorrow. Later.
No more rain, no more rain, no more rain, no more rain, no left foot, right foot, again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowley again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye, bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not watching for you. We tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of the potholes and all the excuses. Tired of no water, tired of stretching at the lap, tired of the high grocery bills. No left foot, right foot, again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowley again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye, bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. We tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of the potholes and all the excuses. Tired of no water, tired of stretching a dollar, tired of the high grocery bills. No left foot, right foot, again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowley again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. No more red, 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 no more red. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowley again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you.